Yielded against international pressure, Pakistan has finally charged the UN proscribed terrorist Hafiz Saeed for terror financing under Anti-Terrorism Act. The ostensible move came as a US delegation was on a visit to Islamabad to carry out an independent assessment on progress made by Pakistan in terror funding cases. A report.
After years of patronizing UN-proscribed terrorist Hafiz Saeed, Pakistan has finally brushed against international pressure to tighten its noose around the Lashkar-e-Taiba chief. Pakistan court has found him guilty in the terror financing case lately and charged him under the Anti-Terrorism Act. 26/11 Mumbai terror attack mastermind and the chief of jamaat-ud-dawa, Saeed was arrested by Pakistan's counter-terrorism department on July 17 in connection with charges relating to terror financing. India blames Saeed for masterminding the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks in which 166 people were killed, including several Americans. Saeed was declared a global terrorist by UNSC recently after a long, protracted battle by India at the UN body, a move which was consistently blocked by China.
Pakistan is playing a double game as it usually does. It is again trying to run with the hare and hunt with the hounds, trying to show the Western powers that he's doing enough against Hafiz Saeed. But the biggest irony is that whenever his case comes up for hearing, they don't produce the evidence that has been given to Pakistan authorities, especially by the Indians, by the Americans and everyone. And that is why a bounty of $10 million is on his head by the Americans. Now, one thing has to be very clear. Pakistan is not going to put this man inside for very long. A maximum that he'll get is for terror financing is a year or maybe 6 months, and then he'll be free again to run his empire of militants that he's doing there.
The mounting international pressure on Pakistan to take steps against its homegrown terror outfits further led to a US delegation visiting Islamabad to have an independent assessment on progress made by Pakistan in terror funding cases. In June this year, the FATF had declared Pakistan a failed nation to complete its action plan on terror financing. It further warned Islamabad to meet its commitment by October, or the country could possibly be put under the Financial Action Task Force blacklist. Wary of featuring in the FATF blacklist, Pakistan in quick succession charged Hafiz Saeed under the Anti-Terrorism Act.
Pakistan was supposed to take action on 27 points, which included action against Hafiz Saeed, Lakfi, Masood Azhar, as well as terror financing, money laundering, etc., Hawala. But out of the 27 points that were listed out by the FATF, Pakistan has acted only on 2. They have not acted on 25. So in the last meeting that was held in the United States, Pakistan has been categorically told that if it wants to be out of that list, it has to take action against those points. In October, the final meeting will take place in Paris, where it is likely that Pakistan is to be transferred from the grey list to blacklist. And should that happen, Pakistan's economic difficulties will increase by an order of magnitude.
However, Imran Khan, the Prime Minister of Pakistan, conceded during his visit to US just 2 weeks ago that his country still harbors close to 30,000 to 40,000 militants who have been trained and fought in some part of Afghanistan or Kashmir. Pakistan's quick step to charge Hafiz Saeed for terror financing after US delegation visited Islamabad to access the progress made by the country in curbing terror financing could rather be seen minimalistic against the intensity of terror activities the global terrorist has perpetrated across South Asian nations.